I think our team became comfortable and confident within themselves and playing together as a team instead of as individuals. And once they were able to figure that out, then we were able to fight. And I think throughout the whole season, this team, we would go into practice pretty much every day and have a good practice. We didn't walk out of the gym saying that was not a very good practice. This group worked hard every day. And one of the things we talked to them about in our meetings is we fought, and our games were every night, night in, night out. We had to fight night in, night out. And I think that's something that we like to see, and moving forward will help us, especially as we start learning how to play better volleyball. Yeah, this year we only returned one starter. We had some returners, but we lost a couple starters early in the year due to injury, and so we returned one starter. And to have a whole fresh group of girls and nobody that really was on the court for us last year, and they were able to move our program a step forward from what we were able to accomplish even last season, I think that was pretty positive. I think what we're going to be working on a lot is just playing the game of volleyball at a higher level. Technically, and we worked a lot technical with them this fall and played very much at a beginning level, and we just want to start playing at a higher level, executing at a higher level, seeing the game at a higher level, and more focus on our eyes and what we're seing, and that's kind of what we're going to be working on this I think spring. Mallory Moore was definitely a contributor for us, just getting her more consistent in the whole part of her game. She was very good in serve receive, first contact, but kind of improving her transition game, her out-of-system game as an attacker. I think another one is Simone. I think Simone early in the year when she was in an M2 role was doing a very good job at that role. When Nikki went down and we had to move her to an M1 role, that was a bigger responsibility for her. So she wasn't able to put up the numbers she was at the M1 role like she was at M2. So I think we'll see some good things out of her, especially once we get Nikki back. And Nikki's another one that she was having a very good season, and I'd like to get her, and hopefully she'll make it through this spring. And we kind of figured out what was going on with her and why she was having the injury, and I think she's going to have a nice career here. But we have others, Savannah Stewart, she's one that I'd like to kind of have a good little comeback story with her. And then when we start talking about the non-attackers, I think everyone in our group, Kelly, Jenna's going to return. They're all going to just continue to grow. So top to bottom, I think the whole group you'll see, especially since we're fairly young, we're all going to be moving together as a group. So taking the steps forward, kind of working together as a group and understanding where we're all at as an athlete. Passing, our first contact, whether it's defense, whether it's serve receive, that's where we'll take that step as a team and where we can play against some of the top teams in the country, but consistently executing. And if we can execute at that first contact, our offense, I know our setters will be able to locate and make good decisions, and our attackers, we have some pretty talented attackers. So it's really going to be about our first contact, and we'll work a lot on that this spring. Yeah, spring, we talk to them at the beginning when we have individuals. We'll still work on technique. But like I asked all of them, we want to start moving past technique and just kind of start talking about the game and understanding why we're running this system and what the other team on the other side of the net, what system they're running and what they're giving us, what their strengths and weaknesses are. And so having everyone return this spring, it helps us kind of do that as a group. But we get to play 4 dates, and we'll go play some opponents. And I want to start getting our team understanding we walk into a gym and we take care of business from point 1 to the end of set 3. And this year, if you look, like I said, it was a fight. We had to fight, and we didn't win many matches in 3 sets where we took care of business from set 1 to set 3. And so we want to kind of work on that this spring and taking care of business and kind of having that killer instinct.